your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Many Bahamians are doing their part to promote self-sufficiency. For some, it has become a rewarding experience as they reap the harvest and celebrate having a green thumb. Well, in this report, Jay Philippe talks to a husband and wife team who are doing big things in their backyard.
Meet the Dawkins family. Farmers Bernard and Judith Dawkins has been growing their own food crops for over 20 years. The couple says it all started when they moved into their new home and started planting small seeds and coconut trees in their backyard.
I got into backyard gardening about 22 years ago. Since we moved here in this neighborhood and I had my own property, I was able to plant seeds and grow stuff, you know. We sort of borrowed the property next to us and we have some collard greens, we have okra, sweet peppers, tomatoes, onions, garlic, and thyme. And so we've been trying to grow our own stuff so we could have healthier living, healthier lifestyle.
Judith Dawkins also sharing the importance of backyard farming, which promotes food security, especially during this time.
I've been doing this a while. And I also encourage other people to get involved. I used to be a part of the Horticultural Society for a number of years, and that sort of prompted me into getting into backyard gardening.
Bernard Dawkins, who is primarily responsible for watering the plants and garden maintenance, says backyard farming can improve your health. He says consuming more fruits and vegetables is important if you want to stay healthy.
We do have the lemongrass or the fever grass. We have the allspice plant here as well. We also have the noni berry. We have coconuts. The water from the coconut, if you have a loose stomach and you drink the water from the coconut, that can help to, especially the young coconut, that'll help to make your stomach sort of settle down. It's good for lots of things. We're dehydrated as well, so just from the coconut water. The avocados, the fat in the avocado, that's good for you. It helps to lower your cholesterol and keep your cholesterol down low. There are lots of other fruits that we have around. We have a lot of mulberry, that they're seasonal too, and we have a lot of soursop. That's good too. It's supposed to be good for cancer, just like you have with the broccoli and the collards. We have some collards over here, which is good for that as well too.
Bernard is no stranger to vegetables. He recently retired as a chef after 50 years of working in the kitchen, which means he knows his stuff when it comes to vegetables and herbs.
When you know what goes into your food, it makes you a lot better. Because sometimes you go to a restaurant, you order things, and what you might cook with, I might cook with shortening, vegetable oil. They may cook with lard. They may cook with a lot of butter. They may cook with a lot of other fats. And they might use a lot of their things over and over again. Cooking fresh, cooking things from their natural state into your pot is the best way to go.
The Dawkins family says backyard farming has helped them to save money on groceries. They believe that being on the outside in the fresh air and sunshine also helps to improve mood and make you feel rejuvenated and happy. I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Network News.
And now it is time for our Munchin' with Megan segment. Tonight, our Megan Shepherd is in the kitchen with a guest chef who will show you how to make a quick midweek dinner, but all jazzed up.
Hey guys, welcome to my segment, and tonight I have a guest chef. Jillian, tell us what we're making.
Hey Megan, so tonight we are making chicken parmesan. And so the ingredients you will need, boneless, skinless chicken breast, some eggs, flour, panko, and veggies, of course. So I have some peppers here, onions, parsley, mushrooms. You're gonna need some thin spaghetti, and of course your seasonings. So first we are going to start by breading our chicken, and we're gonna go in and we're going to start with the flour actually, and then we're gonna dip it in the egg wash. Great, and then we're gonna dip it in the panko. Okay guys, so while our frying pot is getting heated, we actually had some water boiling so that we can pair our chicken with some thin spaghetti. Okay, so we are going to put our chicken in, And we're gonna cook these for about 6 minutes each, and then we will have to pop these in the oven. So the goal is to get them a really great golden brown.
You want to preheat the oven? What are we gonna preheat the oven
So we're
to?
gonna preheat the oven to 350. Okay, so we are going to make sure and transfer these because they have gotten to be a nice golden brown. Ooh, don't want it to fall apart. Okay. So we have all of our vegetables chopped. We have mushrooms, red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, some red onions, some tomatoes, and some garlic. I love garlic. And we also have our pot, our little boiler preheated. So what I like to do is just transfer it all into the pot. So I'll just take my handful, pull it all in here. Okay, so now that we have our vegetables all simmered down, we are going to get our marinara. Okay, so we're gonna pour this all in, almost flat, chill. Okay, so now we have all of our Parmesan cheese grated. I think this is enough. What do you think?
This is enough.
There you go. So we are going to bring our chicken back into the mix. And we are going to get that marinara with all of our great veggies in here. And we are going to pour this all over our chicken.
Looks so good.
And from here, we are going to take that same Parmesan and we are going to sprinkle that over. Okay. And
Now
from
we
here,
transfer to our oven.
we will put this in the oven and cook it for about 20 minutes. Okay, Megan, so we're gonna add our last final touches with some garnish and a little bit of Parmesan to add on top of that.
Amazing. It looks so good. And guys, guess what? It's time to munch.
And that's a look at stories making news here in the North. Let's take a check in on what's happening in sports with our Jay Philippe.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to sports. Another Grand Bahamian professional baseball player is preparing for the season. His expectation before the season ends is to hopefully be called up in the big leagues.
Pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, Chavez Fernander, is excited to return to the baseball field after a year of suspended games due to the global pandemic. Calling the past year bittersweet, he says he used the time off to work on conditioning needed to return to the game.
I was doing the driveline program with my guy Ruby. I was in Boca for most of the off season, working on my mechanics, smoothing it out, working on my body, how I eat, gymming, getting flexible.
Spring training is officially underway, and Fernandez says he's looking forward to returning to competition.
I'm looking forward to going there with a bang and make it in the single A, double A form right now to get ready to go.
And although the world is working to return to safe levels of normalcy, Fernandez says they will still be working under strict conditions.
They were talking about taking a COVID test every couple of days and us not leaving the facility, so it's going to be a bit different, having to stay there full time, not being able to go out and do things, so it's going to be more strict and dealing with COVID.
He says that fan participation would also look a little different this year.
When you have fans, the adrenaline is pumping and you feed off it, but not having it, you gotta create your own adrenaline and you just gotta be a dog and do what you gotta do.
And despite the challenges faced due to COVID-19, the pitcher says he is grateful to be living out his childhood dream.
As a young guy, that was always my dream. I wanted to be a baseball player from when I was 4 years old, so being able to go there and play the game I love, a kid's game, is admirable.
Megan Shepard, SETNS, Total Sports.
Now in women's basketball, Jonquil J.J. Jones and her team advanced to the Final Four at the Euro Women's League. Her UMMC Ekaterinburg emerging victorious from the quarterfinals hub in Salamanca, Spain, will now take on Fenerbahce Osner Kablo with a chance to advance to the finals. Her squad, which is the defending champions, extended their impressive streak to 14 consecutive Final Four appearances after topping domestic rivals Dynamo Kursk by a 48-point margin across the two legs of the all-Russian tie. And that's a quick check on sports right here in the North. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.